Hi Aries, welcome to your mid-month reading. As always, keep in mind that this is only a general reading. Always take what feels right and with what does resonate with your own life experiences during this time. If you would like to have a personal reading with me, please contact me through the email I put in the description box below. For the month of February, as usual, I have a special sales offer available, and for this month it's going to be love themed. If you would like to know more details about it, you can read in the description box or email me with your questions. And if you would like to donate and support my channel, you can also do that by following the PayPal link, which is also down below. So, Aries, exceptionally for this mid-month, your reading is going to be more geared towards the love theme as well and the romance. What might be kind of the energies here for you during this time in that department. And I'm feeling you like for some of you Aries, there's a lot of abundance. You're growing very abundant, and this abundance is growing here in you a feeling of structure that maybe you were missing on prior to this moment in time. And the fact that some of you are growing so abundant, you're gaining success, you're moving towards an energy that really makes you feel stable in your own being. This is giving you more confidence, this is giving you more empowerment to also embrace love and embrace the experience here of a relationship in a different way. Meaning that I feel like for some of you Aries, one of the issues so far is that there has been a lack of inner stability, a lack of feeling as solid as you would like to, feeling like you are your own rock, you know. So for some, this has been manifesting in the way where relationships have been turbulent, relationships have been giving you a feeling of instability, or have been giving you a feeling of being very tumultuous, very rocky, where you couldn't get or gain out of it the satisfaction and the stability that you truly crave. And some of you, I feel like you're finding more about this, about your own love nature, meaning that before, I feel like some of you Aries here, you were more concentrated here in an energy where you would have confused kind of a little bit here lust with love. And I feel like you're now more open here to the idea of a deeper bond, a deeper feeling to exist, a deeper feeling to exist and be a part of an interaction within you and another. Because I feel like for some of you Aries, there has been this difference between the concept of love that you believe in, a more refined, spiritual, beautiful love, romantic love, and then there has been the understanding that when this love is taken into one-on-one relationships, things change and become much more about control and much more about ego and much more about sex, or much more about, you know, the physicality, the physical element of relationships than that true intimacy that you're craving, that true, again, emotional stability that you were craving. So it's like believing in one thing and yet living another. And this is what is changing for some of you. You have had here a powerful and tremendous awakening for some of you, where you understood something. I feel like it's getting like some of you understood something a little suddenly, that love doesn't have to just be a concept. It is possible to find a relationship. It is possible to find a person where you can live and you can relate with in a more refined state of loving each other, meaning that it doesn't have to be war all the time. It doesn't have to be about sex. It doesn't have to be about money all the time. It doesn't have to be about those things. It's like, I also feel like for some of you, some Aries here, you have been struggling with jealousy, or again that feeling of not feeling secure, not feeling stable and insecure. And jealousy is one of the manifestations of a lack of internal security, especially when we're dealing with relationships. So if you have been feeling overpowered by emotions that, have to deal with jealousy, have to deal with anger, have to deal with wanting to overpower perhaps here your partner or your person of interest, this time is very important because some of you are letting go of control. Some of you are letting go of your own fears, and you're actually, by letting go of your fears and your insecurities, you're gaining the right self control and the self reliance that you have been trying to constantly search, right, or find in others. So, being in a relationship or being dating or being, single and not necessarily looking, there's a shift of perspective. There's an openness, a receptivity to a higher state of love that is going to be the game changer for many of you Aries, especially Aries that have been single for a while, Aries that have shut down here a little bit, even your, your love life. Some of you have been really controlling here things. There has been a resistance. There has been a wall that has been built by you here so far that is kind of crumbling down. For some of you, it's crumbling down because you're going to have a reason strong enough in the form of another person to make this effort, to make this transformation. So I sense here Aries that will meet someone, Aries here that will fall in love very soon. Maybe it's not going to be exactly right in mid-February, but it's coming because the Ace of Cups, because the Ten of Cups. So you see, in the heart of your reading, you have the Ace of Cups, which is beautiful because it represents heart, because it represents depth of feeling, an abundance of positive emotion coming, a healing kind of, it's like a healing quality of love. As before, there might have been more self-destructive kind of energy here, or destructive, toxic, you know, energy experience when dealing with others. Now there's a healing touch about you and about love. And I also feel like there's a transformation occurring for some of you due to the fact that you're you're here dealing with someone. For those of you that are dating or in a relationship, you're dealing with someone that has a healer touch themselves, or the way you and this person are connecting, it's deeper than anything you have felt, anything you have experienced. And this is the trigger. It's like something is resonating so much with your soul that you're understanding that there needs to be changes on your own way of relating, especially on the things that have pushed here a little bit the energy of relationship away. It's like something is resonating so deeply that you're willing to open up here a door that has been closed. For those of you that are in a relationship and where maybe you and your partner have been fighting, struggling here, harmony will be restored. It's in the unconscious, so it might be still something that needs some time to be fully experienced, to be fully, manifested in your life and in your relationships. But there will be harmony here. There will be reconciliation. There will be a restoring of peace, of love, of fulfillment within a partnership that where maybe there has been a lot of control issues. I also feel like you're understanding here that it is in your nature to love freely and deeply at the same time, and one doesn't contradicts the other. So there's this idea that freedom or a more detached energy in love that could mean like less interest or less passion or less future, less commitment. So I feel like you're joining here freedom with depth. And again, it's like a whole new way of directing the energy of love that brings balance, that brings fairness, that brings what is right. You're learning how to love Aries the right way. Some of you could be dealing strongly here with a water sign energy or a Libra in particular, or someone that has displacements. And it's opening your eyes. And it's interesting because Libra does represent here your opposite sign. So it represents in itself, Libra inherently has this connection with relationships and the art of relating. Um, but being that it's in an opposition to your own energy, Aries, I feel like this is even more powerful because even if you're not dealing with the Libra itself, you're dealing with your own unconscious, the shadow, right? The things that you see in the other and not necessarily recognizing yourself. So I keep getting like for some of you, there's a person in your life or about to come that is guiding you. It's not that is even like teaching you or maybe it's teaching you in a very subtle unconscious way, but it's more like it's a person that is guiding you to an actual understanding of your own self and your own love nature and how to be more empowered in it without feeling like it's somehow a huge risk here that you cannot take. Because I feel like for some of you Aries, you're afraid to love, or you're afraid to commit, or you're afraid to let go of your own, toxic tendencies here, because what you fear is losing yourself. So you try to exert here control. And in reality is by allowing here to not be in control, that you become more in control of your own self. So I hope you have a great mid-month. I hope you find all the love that you deserve. And hopefully we'll see each other soon.